How's it going, guys? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm a little bit late today. Quite a few things ended up happening. Let me just sort this out quickly. I've got overlays fighting with me now. Great. There we go. I think that should be it. And I'm missing my overlay. Sorry, I just want to jump into things as soon as I could. That should be it. There we go. Alright, sorry. Like I was saying, yeah, I'm a little bit late today. First I was actually playing some Pokemon Go. It was crazy. There's this whole new event festival thing going on in the Johto region. So I was like out catching Pokemon. Last minute did a raid as well, which is pretty exciting. And then I had to get back home, and that was fine, but then I found out that my keyboard wasn't quite working the way it should. Specifically my S key refused to work. Which is unfortunate, because obviously, as you know, I'm going to need my S key to WASD around, and no S key means no walking back or using those contact keys. I also can't type in quite a few words, unfortunately, use the S key, and my modding and stuff, I'm not going to be able to use that, so I have to switch to temporary keyboard. Eventually found one, try to fix my keyboard, but it seems no go there. But I got a keyboard back now. It's a bit weird, I haven't used a non-mechanical keyboard in about 5 years, so it's super weird using it, so hopefully that's not going to affect the gameplay at all. But yeah, otherwise we're back. Stream can begin. Let's check the audio is fine. That seems fine. Chat's fine. And hello to you guys. Hello, Chroma Organism. Let's jump straight into it. Yeah, once again, I apologize for the lateness, and I should have started about half an hour earlier. But we're here now, that's all that matters. Let's make the best of it. Okay, so last time we ended off in the Asylum. We were looking for some women who had leads to a case that we were working on. Something about a contract. And she's holed up in this asylum, and we've got this very quote-unquote helpful person air typing away, refusing to assist us. So we're just gonna do what we do best. And yeah, let's jump straight into it. We got some info about my killer. We're getting close to it, 31 of 39. A bizarre death at Luxeter Mental Hospital in Salem may be connected to a string of murders throughout the town. A source confirms that a female mental patient was found dead, strangled with a cloth bathrobe belt. It might be the first of the recent murders to be committed in such a secure area. It means no one is safe anywhere, said a terrified woman who had spoken directly to a witness. I heard there were all kinds of drawings on the wall of her cell, and that bell symbol might have been there. I'm sure it was him. Man, my shift key is so small. It's the size of a standard key, so I keep missing it. And the keys in general, I didn't realize. Oh, right. Dr. Wright's patient files. Alright. Oh, is that a straitjacket? I think it is. 9 more to uncover the man in the box. Some more info about our killer. tabloid article number 3, no one has been able to solve the mystery of the bell killer in Salem, not even the mystery of the symbol itself. Since there seems to be no bell at the scene of each crime, could it be that the killer is leaving an autograph of sorts, a statement of identity? If it has to do with his origins, the logical conclusion would be that the killer originally hails from Philadelphia, another city rich in history, and home of the most famous bell in America. But are police willing to consider this bold approach, if it means solving the case and saving dozens of lives? Oh yeah, and regarding the poll, Achroma, so like I've decided I'm only going to be cycling through games when I'm obviously done with whatever game I play on a Wednesday. So Wednesdays are the games that I play that you guys vote on. And when I'm obviously done with Murdered Soul Suspect, then I'm going to be playing whatever game was the winning game in the poll. So in case you're wondering why the game's unchanging or the poll's not changing, that's the reason. It just allows a lot of time, a lot of voting, and then switch from there, you know? And I won't remove the games that are in the list that haven't won a vote, so that allows one to eventually get the game that they wanted to see me play. Salem's history, Asylum dedication plaque. This institution is dedicated to the afflicted souls it serves, and for those... What would make the receptionist help Joy? Honestly, at this point? Let's just check things out before we like proceed. Look at all the snacks! In case it wasn't obvious. There's soup. You can get a bag of chips called soup. Interesting. You think the soup's just in a little anchor like that? Oh! That's not creepy at all. Hello. What are you doing here? Okay. She must love the rain or something. What have we got here? Julia's thoughts! Hospital support. Ronan was so good to come along. I know it's been hard for him dealing with my mood swings. I think there's something serious going on in my head, and I know he suffers the consequences along with me. But to be so supportive, to be my rock, that takes a real man. I'll get through this. I'll make this all worth the struggle. Ring ring. Hello! Ooh, look at that. Another straitjacket. We got a clue. So usually this points to where it is. Well, we got low security, high security, medical ward, dining hall. Damn. We got all the nut jobs in one place. Huh. If that's not obvious, I don't know what is. There we are.
To drown or be washed.
That's pretty much what a baptism is, huh? Getting nice and clean. And if not, well, you're screwed if you can't swim. Yes, let's possess the psycho.
Mice can slip under doors, little cracks. It's all just concentration, discipline. I have time to practice.
What? Slipping under a door?
What if I just borrow the helicopter?
Electroshock treatment, I remember that. And that's how they used to treat some patients before it was deemed inhumane and ineffective. Info about my killer, the tabloid article number 2. In a shocking new discovery, our staff has found compelling evidence that recent brutal murders in Salem repeat another unsolved killing spree from 1972 to 1973. Like the current spree, the killings were all unconventional, bizarre, and unsolved, and they all bore the mark of a bell. Not as prominently as recent murders, but definitely a similar signature-style mark. While Salem police were unwilling to comment on any relationship to their cold case file, the evidence is overwhelming that a serial killer has returned to Salem to wreak a new reign of terror. Or a copycat killer has done his research. Did I just see someone around this corner? There? No. We need a... Sugiyama's famous chips, 100% executive potato chips. Damn, they're like top of the top line. How do I get me some executive potato chips? Hello.
Go away.
She's used to us. We tried. Okay, so we're not gonna get through there.
Bugs crawling up the wall. I can't get anyone to spray them. And not gonna try to squash them again. All the blind people put the restraints on me. Can't believe they put them on me. Just because they can't see the bugs?
Well, I mean, I could see demonic things trying to grab me from, you know, the ground, so... I feel you.
What if I just borrowed the helicopter and left a little note?
Okay, you're one of those. The helicopter stealing type. You're alive.
Why is it called antifreeze if it stops overheating? Enough of this. Preachy doctor, pills, knives. Going to my cabin. Right now.
Okay.
These lights. God, these lights.
Walk in front of the TV during sporting events.
I don't see what that has to do with...
Any kind of anger, but particularly male anger, is really a trigger point for her. So I realize that dealing with patients can be a frustrating business, especially when they are on medication, and they're less responsive. But you have to be careful.
But she gets all, I don't know, crazy.
Yeah, look around you.
It's true. You were saying?
My great work will begin soon.
Okay. You do that.
Just doing my job. Why so mad? Is this guy gonna get it, even if I explain? I could be this guy's dog.
The burns, they're just laying them on. What have we got over here? What was that? Calming puzzle. Puzzle for like kids. Escape. Eldritch. Eldritch escape! Who's Eldritch? No, I guess that's perfectly normal to them. Okay, so we collected everything from here, and the majority of things that we can collect have been collected, so I think we're good. We can go back and try to solve that little situation up front. Can we just walk through this? What was the point of... Okay. Yes, I agree. Okay, what have we got here? News article number 6. Following a strident editorial on these very pages that question the ability of the Salem Police Department to competently investigate the Bell Killer case, lead investigator Lieutenant Javier, or X-Rays, is that right? Announced that 6 additional officers are being assigned exclusively to the case. While unavailable for direct comment, Reyes was quoted in a recent SPD press release as saying, "In a department of this size, this represents an enormously significant shift of resources, which should reassure citizens of the gravity of this case, and our resolve to bring it to a conclusion." I mean, they have a dedicated war room. Oh, I forgot, we have that teleport. I'm so silly. I completely forgot. we now have the ability to teleport. So that technically means Spanish flu memorial plaque dedicated to the victims of the Great Spanish Inquisition. The influenza epidemic. Expects the Spanish influenza. We can just teleport across. Completely forgot about that. So apparently we can't teleport over demonic entities. What is this? Whoa! So we can't teleport across this? What is the point of that? We can't teleport across it. Well, I guess we're not going that way after all. So what was that? Dream journal. Do people do that still? Have dream journals? Tally-o. Here we go.
He's most likely a man of imposing size and stature. Someone who's accustomed to violence. Heinous acts in his past define him to the point where he no longer knows who he truly is.
In reference to the killer. Joy's mother believes the killer suffers from delusions which are far beyond most people with severe clinically diagnosed psychiatric issues. It's definitely the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Don't we know someone? Javier Rex Reyes? Remember? Rex? Get it? Rex? Visitation severely limited. Visiting hours scheduled. The visitation schedule here seems strict and definitely favors family and doctors. There's her son. Oh, young Timmy. A young boy on crutches. This receptionist must be close to him. How close? That is what we're gonna find out. One more clue. Is the clue on her? Something we need to look for. It might be on her. Oh, is that a cat hanging by? Hanging in there. I can't say I'm inspired by this. No, I've got a kid of your own that you care about, you know. Get well gift. Inspirational person. I think like the best way to get to is her son. Whoever the boy is. I'm gonna go with that first. There we go.
I hate being here and wondering if you're okay. You're all I have left. Just like this girl's friend is all she has left.
Sorry. I know how hard it can be when someone depends on you.
What's your friend's name?
Iris, Iris Campbell.
Yes. It looks like your friend Iris is here. Everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks. I feel better.
Aww.
Tight, kid, I got this. Just need to get my eyes on her computer screen.
Isn't that sweet? The son she loves is all she has left, just like how Iris might be all we have left to find the Bell Killer. That was very sweet of her. Why is she sneaking around? She was just told that she can go see her, like where she is, and now she's just like sneaking here, hiding around the corner, like, oh, please don't see me. It's like, we didn't just talk now and you said everything's gonna be okay. Iris Campbell, high security ward. Oh shit, we got it crazy. Room 216, electroshock therapy scheduled for tonight. Orderlies en route. Paranoid schizophrenia, delusions, and hallucinations. Where is Iris being held? Room 216.
She's in room 216. We gotta find it.
Iris is in room 216 in the high security ward and scheduled for shock treatments very
Joy,
soon.
she's scheduled for electroshock.
Shock treatments? Wait until she gets a load of me. She's gonna get a shock of her life.
Alright, kid. Coast is clear.
Look how she walks up the stairs like do. You gonna say anything now? Now that I have someone with me? Oh god, we gotta go to Joy. For whatever reason, Joy does not know how to walk without us. Gotta handhold her. What are you hiding from? We were just told, weren't we? I'm waiting. Oh god. Are you glitched out, Joy? I think we broke Joy. Anachroma, can I ride the wheelchair? We can't really interact with physical objects in the world, so I don't think that'll work. I can check it out when I get there again. Joy! What's up? Maybe she'll catch up with us? We need Joy to get across. Here's the wheelchair. Ah, and no, I can't ride the wheelchair. Yeah, we're gonna need her to get across, but Joy is not playing nice right now. Joy! Hello. Joy! Ah, we broke Joy. I'm gonna have to restart. Unfortunately. It's one of those things we just break games. So I'd be an excellent beta tester, huh? Should add this to my resume. It's like the second game we broke. First Alien Isolation and now Murdered Soul Suspect. Well, Joy, seems we have reached an impasse. You're not going to be helping me. Restart from last checkpoint. Please don't be everything. This time I'll just follow her penguin walk.
Camera, up
She seemed to like that. It was just a freaking camera. She could have just said that.
Iris is due for shock therapy in 15 minutes.
Like, fry your brain shock therapy? Oh shit.
Oh shit is right. Let's get moving.
Another camera, get on it!
Nothing to see. Door just opened by itself. That's not weird at all. Oh, orderly. Why don't you just come check this TV out?
Visible as you have me out.
Here you go, Joy. You good. Keep it moving. There we go. We good? Now I'm gonna have to, you know, jump on into you. And you're gonna carry me across?
You're up again, kid. I need to possess you to get past this crap.
Nope. Oh, I hate that.
Or you can
love
just
it.
go on. I'm totally alone in here.
Fine.
You know what these hands are?
Lost souls, I guess? Just seems like the opposite of moving on. Or at least the opposite of moving on you're trying to do.
No.
What do we do?
All right, keep going. Get to Iris's room.
No, no. We stick together.
Joy, we don't have a choice. Now, I'll meet you there as soon as I figure out a way around this. Go!
Oh, hello down there. Sealed. Maniac ward. Oh, I'm gonna love it in there. What's that? Anatomy lesson. Hello, Timmy. Or more. This better be a good story. Ooh, I think that's where they do the electroshock therapy, or have done in the past. Oh no, never mind, it's just a chandelier. Seems to have fallen at some point. Someone was swinging from the damn chandelier. We get up there? Guess we're gonna have to get a... Oh! Don't you just hate it when bad evil spirits grab you out of nowhere? Sample flesh! Oh, we've got some very interesting people here. What? I got across! Damn it! Not interested. We're gonna have to get down there. Possess. Possess a cat! Yes! Into the vent we shall go! Hello, kitty. What else is down here? About everything. Right, meow meow, you know what to do. You ready for this? Yes, I am, boss. Great, excellent stuff. Wait, 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 wait. What is this? What is this? That is weird. Is this what cats see when they look at webs? Weird. Oh, magical. Is that a human skull? An event. Damn. And a rat. Must have been the rat. Or the cat. Jump, kitty! No, seriously. Jump, kitty! Kitty! Jump! Oh, snap! Shit! Two more. Anything else up here before we head down? Is this where I'm gonna have to leave you, kitty? Or is there a way down for us? This way? I think I see a way down. Here we go. Hold on. There's a thing pointing to this way? Don't want to miss that. Or is it up here on the wall? Is it on the wall? Is it pointing to the wall? Don't think it is. I think it's down. Let's head on down. Jump, kitty! 104, and we needed room to... get around the ghost wall. We'll figure out what the room was afterwards. Quite a few of them. Whee! And all three of them are like right here. I want to like grab your soul. Don't let the other one. You saw nothing. Oh shit! Oh shit. Oh shit, they're coming. Ow! I thought we hid from him. Didn't we hide? Did we not hide? Uh-oh. 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 I think we're good. 2 more to go. We can take this guy next. And then we just have 1 more to go. Oh, I didn't hold it! Oh, I'm so screwed now. He just keeps going to the same one over and over. It's like, are you there? Are you there? Nah, I'll find you, buddy. No, you won't. But I'll find you. Come on. Come on. Make your move. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. Run! How did he know we were there? I think we're good. Let's try that again. 3rd time lucky. There we go. Okay, now let us explore. Notice there was something over here. A doll of sorts that we can't interact with. And then there was something on the wall here, inside here. There's a crow. Whoa! Whoa, okay. That's not creepy at all. Well then. It's a demon warning. The demons are warning us now. We're tired of your shit. Okay, it must be in here. It's like, why is everything pointing to this room? What are we missing? All the symbols are on this freaking wall. Behind us? There's a cat, and there's another symbol. Ah, Vault 101. There's another symbol. They're all on this wall, like what the hell? Wonder what they mean. What does it mean, Basil? Oh, there it is. Why didn't I notice that?
Which is the victor? And which is the victim?
You think that's all of it? There's a lot of symbols. I guess they were trying to make it like very obvious. If you didn't notice, it's in here, definitely in here. This one, check it out. Or maybe there's multiple. I think we're good. I think we got everything. We got a guy over here to speak to. Hello, how can we help you?
Those parts aren't me. Where am I? Do you work here? Show some mercy.
I wish I could help, I'm sorry.
What? We're just like, I wish I could help. Not. Pain therapy?
Tastes like chicken.
What? Do you like eat his own flesh or something?
Tastes like chicken.
You heard it there first, guys.
Wow.
I know, right? Okay, I think we're good. Let's move on. It's just... Convulsator. Gives you convulsions. Yeah. Specimens. Extraction. What are they extracting? Human, like... fluids? Instruments. Julia, what are you doing here? I asked Rex what he thought about Ronan's proposal, and he just gave me a big smile. He's always liked Ronan. I think he was just surprised the guy would do something as conventional and respectable as proposed marriage. But he took it as a good sign. I think I should, too. And now for our great debut spectacle. Watch as we electrocute a man. For your amusement. Like, why would they even have people watching? Like, what is the point of that? There was secretly some cult thing, and people got a kick out of it. Oh, look at that woman. Of course. You guys stared at her for too long. Asylum's history. Surgical Instruction Theatre Dedication Pla. Knowledge is nothing if not passed to new generations. May this instructional theatre constructed in 1899 pass the wisdom of learned doctors to future generations. Why would the learned doctors inflict such pain on their quote-unquote specimens? There, I guess we're gonna have to do a little magic trick over here. Ta-da! And there we are. All that just because we couldn't pass this barrier. Let us get to... Does that say Doom Gate? That's the Gate of Doom! Oh no! Let's get to room 216. Put an end to this madness. Joy, let me guess, you need me to help you open the door. One more to uncover the riveting story.
Did you forget about me?
Of the man in the box. Yeah, I actually did kind of forget about you, I'm sorry. Had some exciting things to collect.
To be held in the harsh light is to be held to account.
I just want to be held. There you go, let me get the camera for you. Ta-da! You're welcome. What have we got in here? Nothing.
Found
But
her.
yeah.
I better find Joy and get her here.
Okay. Some nice crayons you've got there. What the hell is this? Looks like a Pokemon. Like Cyndaquil or something. Look at that. So there's a bell. And we got some weird symbol. And the hands grabbing. Boy, okay. Imagine seeing this at night. She's that last one. I'll be back for you. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Wait, found her? As in that's her? Oh, we gotta open up for it, don't we? Yeah, we do. Info about my killer, news article number 5. In a Salem Police Department news briefing yesterday, department spokesperson Ingrid Larson confirmed that there has been no suspect arrested and that there are no new leads in the case. While we urge the citizens of Salem to be calm and to carry on with their normal lives, said Detective Larson, we also encourage people to come forward with any evidence that may be helpful in this case. It is up to all of us to work together and keep our communities safe. Thank you for that, Mr. Larson. Oy, she's losing her shit.
Why is it called antifreeze if it stops overheating?
I don't know. Do you want a helicopter with that?
Enough of this. Preachy doctor, pills, knives. Going to my cabin. Right now.
Go for it.
Mice can slip under doors, cracks. It's all just concentration, discipline. I have time to practice.
Found it! Are we ready? We'll come back for it. Are you guys ready to hear the riveting tale of the man in a box? Dun dun dun.
We each have a twin self in some way.
Do we? Here we go. Man in a box.
I've had a long career working as a state inspector for the Department of Mental Health. During that time, I've been to a lot of institutions, and I have seen a lot of horrible things. But nothing even comes close to the evil events that I witnessed at Fairhaven Sanitarium, the place they now call Lux Eterna. I first arrived in 1926 to investigate claims of overcrowding and neglect. However, Fairhaven's reputation was tainted long before that. In 1911, Fairhaven opened its doors for the first time. A notoriously violent criminal by the name of Jack Yates was the hospital's first patient. He was to be the shining example of the hospital's ability to cure the mentally deranged. However, when the superintendent's family was visiting one day. Yates broke free from his restraints, and he killed the man's wife. Since then, no one knows what happened to Yates or the superintendent. Well, that is, until now. Superintendent Wallace Halstead greeted me at the door. He seemed as empty and unkempt as the patients he lorded over. And as I conducted my evaluation, I couldn't help but notice how nervous he got when I passed by a small broom closet. And naturally, I felt it necessary to find out why. When I opened the door, I was hit by the overpowering smell of human excrement. As the light flickered on overhead, I was horrified at what I saw. A withering man lay shackled to the floor in a pile of his own filth. Years of sunless existence had turned his skin, hair, and eyes milky white. He had been chained there for so long that his skin had grown over the shackles. It took me a moment to realize that the husk of a man was Jack Yates. The police arrived and Dr. Halstead was carted off. Doctors moved Yates from the small room for the first time in 15 years. The floor beneath him was permanently stained with the shape of his silhouette. They tried to remove the shackles from under his skin, but the shock of it all was too much for him. He died the next day. I watched as they walled up his tiny prison, trying to pretend that it never happened. I honestly hope he's in a better place, although the staff still claims to hear his agonizing wails coming from inside the walls.
Wow. Now that is revenge, if ever I've heard of one. Do you think we would find where he was walled off? Was it in one of these? I wonder. Hey, we're at the exit. Nice. Alright, let's go and continue on with our quest. Let's open this. Let's open this.
Keep you safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine. Don't you worry. Everything will be okay. I'm not gonna let anyone touch you.
I'm only over worried about shock treatment, but she's already a lost cause.
Don't call her that to touch you.
Alright, fine. You go see what our comatose witness has to offer.
Watch out.
Don't worry. Iris, everything will be fine. Don't worry, I'm here to help you.
Don't kill my sister!
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay back!
Holy shit, she can see me! What the?
Nobody's gonna hurt you. I'm gonna keep you safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine.
I think I know that symbol. I've seen it before.
Where?
We'll be okay.
I don't know. Maybe in my mom's book.
You're gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be safe. You're gonna
They definitely look familiar.
touch you.
This one means protection.
I'm gonna keep you safe. I'm gonna not let anyone.
I knew this was a
Wait, contract. She still knows. Sorry, kid. Maybe we didn't need you after all.
Ooh! At least we got some nice lights in here. Look at that. You can see this clearly now. Badass drawing. Trying to get out.
What the hell? She booted me out somehow. Alright. Let's see if anything here can tell me what the hell is going on with this girl.
Alright. Let's see what we can figure out. There's a cat? Ah. I didn't notice that cat before. Iris must express her inner demons with these drawings. What is Iris trying to communicate with this drawing? It's definitely a bell. Burned at the stake. That's what they did at Salem. This relates to a bell killer murder where he burned someone at the stake. She uses art as a therapy? Why would the Asylum let her have crayons? Is it part of her therapy somehow? She flipped her bed. She must have superhuman strength. Iris seems to be very agitated right now. Should we check her fecal matter? No, okay, we're not going that far.
What are these things for? Like art therapy or something?
No. Blue eyes. Cold as death.
Who had blue eyes? And death? What does that mean?
Blue eyes. Wolf eyes. Blue stare.
The killer, maybe? Iris was deeply disturbed by someone with blue eyes. What is Iris trying to communicate with this drawing? Let's look at the drawing again. Like retreating, there's like things chasing the person. And they seem to have a syringe? Definitely retreating. No. Tormented. That does not look happy. Chased. Yeah, definitely chased. Chased. And tormented. Iris was captured by her assailant. What else do we have?
Why won't this door open?
And this last one, 2 women, but we can't. Can we? Yeah, we can. There we go. What is Iris trying to communicate with this drawing? They brothers? Enemies? They're 2 girls. They look like 2 girls, right? I don't want to assume their gender now, but I mean, I don't know, it kind of looks like 2 girls. Sunflowers. Do we see sunflowers? Fighting. They're definitely not fighting. That we know. Linked. They don't look like enemies, and they're not fighting. And I don't really see sunflowers there. So linked. 2 girls. 2 girls linked. Let's try with 2 girls. It could be brothers, but let's try 2 girls. There we go. 2 girls. They're not isolated. They're linked. Sisters, maybe? Twins? Iris has a twin sister. Oh, interesting.
me.
No, just run. Just run. Just run. Go. Leave her alone. I'm so sorry.
Rose saved Iris's life, but paid it with her own. Bell killer's going after young girls.
Well, what was it? What'd you see?
Poor kid. Her sister freed her when they were about to be scorched, but she couldn't return the favor.
Leave us alone!
Iris, are you okay?
It's Rose.
She has flames.
She was possessed.
I told you to stay back! Who are you?
I'm Joy. You don't belong in this place.
Orderlies.
Crap, I'm so dead!
All right, Iris could be the answer to everything. Help her, help her. Come on, she's coming with us.
No, you're not taking her!
You want the orderlies to shock her? She stays here. You want her to be safe outside? She comes with us. It's up to you.
Damn. Well, that's why she ended up in here. She couldn't take the whole loss of her sister and she was possessed.
Crap. How'd she get out of there?
You guys didn't
girl's
see
a little
anything.
I don't know if I'll get used to the staring eyes. This place is a nightmare. She looks even hotter in scrubs.
This old lady.
I don't think I can wait till we get off work.
Okay.
See things.
Only if they're looking in your apartment window while we're...
I'm not judging or anything.
You know, this is starting to get unattractive. Wish you weren't so clueless at work.
Oh, so confused. Psst.
I don't know if I'll get used to the staring eyes. This place is a nightmare.
Come on, you guys need to move. Bye-bye, Luxaturna.
Over here. In those shadows there. Coast is clear.
Why do my worst nightmares keep getting way worse?
Okay, let's figure this out.
Thought I would never see this again.
All right. So what do you know about this contract?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't make sense.
So he just asked you if you knew about a contract?
He didn't ask. He wanted us to admit to it. admit to having a contract with demons.
Demon?
We did nothing to him. He had no reason to go after us the way he did.
The way he did. He drowns one girl and burns another. And where have I seen that stake before?
Looks like he's going after, like, demons. Or people who have had a connection. Where have I seen the stake before? Where have we... The gala invitation? Is that it right there? I think that was it.
That's it. All right, look. Get Iris to the church. Make sure that she's safe. I'll catch up with you later. Go.
Okay, come on, Iris.
Alright. Now what the hell does a museum gala have to do with Rose's murder?
Okay. Nice, so we completed the asylum. Now we need to investigate the gala for links to the Bell Killer. How could the Bell Killer or his murders be linked to the gala? Okay, what do we have here? We've read that. We're missing stuff near the gas station. There are 2 clues that we don't have. I'd like to go and complete that. All these places where you can hide, it almost feels like the town is going to be like... Can you just climb up there? It feels like the town is going to be invaded with like a demonic presence. Oh, now that we can do this, we can like cross the gap and stuff. But we've already done that. I think we've been everywhere. Let's get to the gas station. What do you think of the game so far, Chroma? Pretty exciting? Definitely one of my more favorite games. It was through here, but we have to go through the other side. There we are. I think we can walk through this? No. Can't walk through there. Yeah. If you do happen to see it, it's definitely worthwhile. I mean, now that you've seen me play through it, saves you the time, huh? Now, what are we missing from the scene? There are 2 things that we are missing. Can you believe it? 2 whole things we did not fully uncover. And usually we uncover everything. What are we missing? Brad's gone now. That doesn't help us. Ha! Lost cat. Someone lost their cat. If I had a cat like that, I would hope it gets lost too. Is that too mean? I'm just kidding. What are we missing? 2 things. Let's do this. Something involving that night. So we know it was between that crash and over here at the fuel station. I know Brad was calling. Oh, maybe now we can get through here at last. Because remember last time we didn't have the ability to get through. So now, maybe we'll get lucky. Yay, we can get through. Here's something. Julia's thoughts. Meaning of dollar tattoo. It's strange to be with a man who wears his life story on his skin. I traced my fingers over a dollar sign with fire around it. I had no idea what it meant. He told me he got it from his own father after he stole money for the first time. Commemorating the theft like his father? Was proud of him. Having him to admit a crime like that was a bit of a shock, I'll admit. At least he's self-aware. So what have we got here? A big expanse. Can we get through that? Can we get up there? What was the point of getting here besides Julia's thoughts, or was that the point? I think that was the point. No. Is that everything? It was a bit anticlimactic. And something is pointing us in this general direction. Ah, there's a Asylum History Museum. And this is pointing... Is it pointing straight ahead? Still need to figure out how these work. Could it be in the alley? Ah, there we are.
Are we the prodder, or are we the puppet?
That young girl's really wise for her years. Mucho burrito, extra large. Okay, so we got that one. I'm assuming that was the one. Unless there's another one. No, we don't have anything else pointing in that direction. And Brad is gone. I wonder if we like lucked out. We had one chance. Can always come back and revisit that part. Let's head on to the Asylum History Museum then. That's bound to be an interesting one. I feel we're really close to the killer now.
Fitting for an investigation about a serial killer. All these murders have whipped this town into a frenzy. Now it all leads here to a gala celebrating a time when Salem found itself swept up in another whirlwind of hysteria.
So the witch trials exhibits in Salem.
I'm so sorry. Tomorrow tickets will go on sale to the general public. Tonight is a special members-only event.
He just can't believe his shock. He's like literally at a loss for words. All he has is to show his disappointment is his gestures.
Museum must be doing well to turn us away. Maybe there's a way to talk her into it. I got all dressed up for nothing.
I don't think you like dressed appropriately.
What's so special in there tonight?
Damn, this seems to be on the site where all this happened.
I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless. I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless.
Gather round and bear witness to the righteous proceedings of a murder of 7 of your own children, whom you claim were taken by forces of the devil.
Freak show better give me some answers.
I did not do it. My devil spawn of a child is my own accuser.
Confess to bearing the spawn of the devil?
I did only mean it as a term of anger, that my own daughter would thus accuse me in my grief.
And young Ruth Putnam, your own daughter, has testified to this court that you did take from her a puppet. And she began to have pains of the belly and bled most woefully from her nether parts for 5 days. Was or was not the puppet used to inflict this suffering?
It was not. I have engaged in no witchcraft.
Yet she did find the puppet, folded in half at the belly, thus proving her demonic curse upon her. Mary Warren is a witness to the same, as the girls played with it in the bedchamber.
The puppet was folded in half. It proves nothing.
Goody Putnam, do you confess your guilt at inflicting harm of a demonic nature upon your only surviving daughter?
I do not confess it.
And do you confess to the demonic contract that took the lives of her other 7 children?
I neither confess that.
Confess now, good woman Putnam! Confess, and ease your soul of your most foul crimes!
I would dangle from up on high, than confess to crimes for which I am innocent.
He's just like at a loss for words right now, like, shit. What do I say? Yeah, she's guilty. She just nodded. She agreed. She's guilty.
God, women had a raw deal. This play is hilarious, but nobody gets it.
My own child turned on me.
blows my mind that this really happened. Not just a play, but
Maybe make my voice deeper.
Replica of court records from the actual Salem witch trials.
Would a Puritan really say that?
Fascinating stuff. Huh. People really died because of these.
Shows how ignorant it is. If you find it fascinating that people were put on trial and made to suffer unjustly.
Why was life so brutal?
People were ignorant.
Man, everything was harsher then.
Is this gala linked to the Bell Killer's murder somehow?
Whoa. People really died here.
Yep. You can see all of them right over there.
How does the wood get preserved that long?
You don't want to know.
I can't think of this anymore. Would it be all day? Could they drink water?
Seriously, what if you had to pee while you were in the pillory? My nose itches just thinking about it.
Okay.
Whoa. People really died here.
Owned by Judge Hathorne, one of the most influential judges during the witch trials, this historic mansion also served as courtroom for many of the trials and sentencing hearings during the hysteria that blanketed Salem in 1692. One of Salem's historic sites, a mansion owned by a judge where accused witches were tried as part of the Salem witch trials in 1692.
I remember a bright flash, and then nothing.
Lightning? Gunshot?
I remember a bright flash, and then...
So it wasn't really a form of execution.
Right.
What is making those sounds?
Killed by this.
Yep.
Talk with those heavy stones on their chests.
Doesn't make sense to me either.
Sounds like a crack. It could be a rope, but doesn't sound like a rope unless like the rope's being used. Sounds more like a crack. What? What is making those sounds? Really, a stain? A stain makes a sound? Really? How can a stain make a sound? Blood dripping or something, sure, but a stain? What? It just makes a sound.
Confess, witch. Confess. Your covenant. A demonic contract with the dark forces.
Okay, game logic. Back in Puritan times, they tortured people to coerce confessions that their actions were guided by a demonic contract. Kind of what the Bell Killer is doing right now.
It's not like they had cranes back then. How many guys would have to lift it in place?
I can't imagine not being able to breathe. This one is the worst death.
Imagine you don't like someone, you just say she's a witch and then they hang her. That sounds like a trapdoor.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sin.
That's that girl. That's what happened to her. That ghost girl from the alley is Abigail Williams, and this gallows was actually used to execute her centuries ago. Shame. Jeez.
Don't know why we're here. Not that into this.
This place is gruesome.
Ah, she loves it, that's why.
Trying to avert my eyes, but there's horrible stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
does the wood get preserved that long? Whoa. People really died here.
I guess all the waiters share a common thought.
What's happening outside? Pretty sure it was police lights.
Did you see all those police lights?
I don't know. We came straight from a dinner in Boston. Maybe Jim knows.
So, I'm sitting there
Jim,
watching
did you
the
hear
patch
anything
game.
about a crime or something?
What? Crime? No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh yeah, it was by that old rundown apartment building. I don't know.
That was our murder. Shame. Must have been a pretty effective way to publicly shame someone.
As bad as some of the things in here, but
shame people. What else are we missing? We have 2 more clues.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that would get you in here. It was all kinds
Steak
of things.
in the chair.
You could get dunked for gossiping?
Wow. I mean, gossiping is destructive and all, but that's harsh.
There's no such thing as the good old days. Were they really trying to kill people with this thing?
What, you don't think setting them on fire is gonna kill them?
So cold. Talk about controlling behavior.
Wasn't something like this used in a bell killer murder? Yeah. Rose was burned to death. As torture. Rose was burned to death on a stake just like this.
I wonder how they get hit by a train.
Mighty uncomfortable, I suppose.
Plus, everyone was staring while it happened.
Yeah. Talk about public humiliation. It must have been like the pillory, but also nearly drowning.
This would freak me out so much. How long could I hold my breath? So scared of drowning?
The train was so loaded down with ammunition, like we were a rolling bomb.
Ah, so that's what happened to the train. Wasn't something like this used in a bell killer murder? Yeah, it was. It was Sophia. And she was drowned in water. So he's basically replicating these murders. So something like this was used to kill Sophia. What are the other ones? The pillory, but that wouldn't cause death. So something with the rocks, that would, and the hanging.
So the bell killer used torture devices like this to kill his victims.
The killer used Puritan-era style witch trial punishment devices on his victims.
Why kill them like witches?
I'm surprised there's no exhibit for the accusers. It's such an important part of Salem's history.
Actually, several artifacts aren't on display yet. We're currently preparing them upstairs in the restoration room.
Ding!
Better see what else is in here.
Just make sure nobody touches anything. People think this is easy.
What do we have here? Like crude, probably electrocution device. They would tighten it and like, what if they tightened it to like squish your head in the chair or something? There's a lot of demonic entities here. More to uncover the story. 14! That's an insane amount. Another one down there. Have we spoken to you?
I remember a bright flash.
Mm-hmm. What have we got back here? Nothing. Ah, would have missed this. Witch trial history. German witch trial. During the European witch hunts, Germany executed between 50,000 and 80,000 people accused of being witches, of whom roughly 80% were women. Jeez. So you didn't like a woman, you just said, "Witch! Witch!" And she got sentenced to death, basically. Wow. Thankfully, we have an actual justice system where you can't just accuse someone without evidence. Come a long way from the Draconic times. First witch execution plaque. The first person hanged at Gallows Hill was Bridget Bishop, who claimed that "I am as innocent as the child unborn" when presented with the charge of witchcraft. Wow. That's deep. Just want to make sure we spoke to you. Yeah, we did. We came in this way. And we've done everything in here. I don't want to miss any of the plaques, but I think we're done. We did everything to the right. No, wait, hold on. We weren't here. Ah, right. Whoa! Ghost train! I wonder if that would... Oh! Okay! Yeah. Well, that's the thing, you can get hit by a ghost train. Did I lose any of my progress? I want to make sure I didn't. No, we seem good.
Did you see all those police lights?
Okay, so let's just teleport across, I guess. Non-stop trains. Nice. Oh! That was close. Jesus. Okay. Which way do we want to go through? Really? Into the train? Welcome back, Organism. You're done with studying. Yay, that's exciting. So glad to hear. I hope that went well. And I hope you're feeling a bit more confident. You said you got about a month to go. pretty sure you'll nail it. Fully believe in you. Okay, so I don't think we're meant to be going this way, unless... Oh, hold on. I think we are. I think we need to, like, make a run for it! We have, like, puzzle elements now? What? This is new. You think we can go through that door? Oh no! Like, how was I supposed to know that door is going to be locked to us ghosts? What is up with this train? Let's go to where the children are. We should be safe, right? Yeah, we good. Nice. Witch trial history plaque. The Salem witch trials ended in 1693. However, witch trials continued with legal sanction in Europe as late as 1750. Yowzers. Can we get up there? I don't want to die, but it seems we can. Really? Really? These trains are unrelenting. Ah! Talk about ghost train after ghost train, huh? How many trains are there? Goodbye! Okay, it's gonna come through. So let us just tally up. Ooh, wax figures exhibits. So what, are some of them gonna be well melted, you know, because of the witch trials? Oh, okay, we're over it now. We should be safe. Ooh, that was close. Can the train still get us? Nope, we're good.
Always wanted to be a real cop.
Well, no, you're a museum cop. Close enough.
I wish Salem was famous for something else. A whole exhibit about death.
Ooh. I think you're going to be excited later on, Organism. With all the things that were caught in your favorite little pocket monsters. But we shall reveal this at a later stage. Hashtag hype! Someone loves their water bottles? Bottled water! Look at me running around collecting rocks. Terror on the tracks. Yeah, I would also be terrified if that freaking train just kept coming over and over and over again. I think we got everything here.
Joy? I told you to look after Iris.
You're not the boss of me.
I found a bunch of stuff downstairs. The Bell Killer is offing his victims as if they're witches. I'm heading upstairs to see what else I can find. I should have told you to follow me, then maybe you would have stayed at the church.
Hey DJ dude, how's it going? Stream Pokemon Go? I mean, I could do that if I'm out, but I have to get like way more data, because Pokemon Go uses so much data as is. And to stream it, it's gonna use even more, and then my poor battery. Yeah, I'm doing well. I unfortunately lost my mechanical keyboard, all because of a single key that's not working. My S key is not working, so imagine I can't use to type with it or even play games, because S just happens to be one of the most critical keys. And because it's attached to the motherboard, if one goes, you have to basically replace the entire thing. So not too chuffed. I had like, yeah, I've not used a mechanical keyboard for years. I'm so used to it. It just makes typing so much easier. I see what you did there. Damn you. An axe indeed. I'm really enjoying Murdered Soul Suspect though. Like, feels like watching a movie most of the time, trying to discover things. And in 5 more we'll uncover the gruesome story of Terror on the Tracks, where someone potentially got stoned. And not in the good sense.
Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
Yeah, and who helped you out?
Yeah, this looks like the right place. Now let's see what these artifacts can tell me about the witch trials.
But first, let me go and, you know, do the side mission-y things. Collect this, read some lore. Imagine just looking outside the window and seeing someone. Which reminds me, there was a game similar to Slender Man I need to check out for my Freak Out Fridays. All I remember is like you're in a house and stuff happens and it gets progressively worse. And Pineview Drive was another game. A lot of grinding with keys and stuff from what I remember, but that could be fun. If you guys have any recommendations for horrors, you must definitely share them with me. I've got my own. And Alien Isolation is a good game, but I feel it's like not really like horror. Like you got those like horror elements, but most of the time it's like strategy and stealth. And not quite the gameplay that I want for Freak Out Friday, so it's good, but definitely gonna be more into researching the games beforehand. Because I mean, there's crafting and stuff. And most of the times I'm just like freaking frustrated after a while. Oh, it's the alien! Killing me for the 10th time because randomly decided to pop out of nowhere. Medieval Witch Book. The Malleus Maleficarum, or Hammer of the Witches, published in 1487, argued for the existence of witches, the nature and genesis of their powers, and how best to prosecute them. Sounds like the Bible. Okay, so what do we have here? We have some kind of anchor stuck in place. A large ship anchor. Oh gee, thanks. Do any of these artifacts relate to the Bell Killer case? Persecution? One of the existing witch trial related paintings previously used in the first floor exhibit. What do we have here? Important message. An antique scroll. PT is the one with the progressive scary house. PT. Does PT have a long name? Salem's psychic history. Medium solves 20-year-old mystery. Op-ed. Do physics really exist? Oh, never mind. I read this. Do psychics really exist? Psychic leads police to gruesome discovery. Rose Campbell, Salem High student, claims psychic powers. Another murder closed with psychic help. SPD responds. Glass on back order. That's the important message here. The glass on back order. Sophia was a medium as well. This means that several of the girls the Bell Killer targeted were mediums. Guess he didn't really want people... Or maybe because they're mediums, he thought, you know, they're linked to the devil because they have these powers and he needs to take them out. No, it's just called PT. Okay, I'll remember that and I'll check it out. What else do we have here? I assume the things that are lit up. What is this? Oh, it's a spinning wheel? Ship's wheel. An antique-looking galleon's... Ship's wheel. Interesting. Wine. Yeah, it's definitely the wine. People have been drinking too much wine. A large barrel used for make... Ooh. You look like one scaly bastard. A painting of a witch trial judge. Look at that. She's a witch. Hang her. He killed them with a wine barrel. I'm inclined to agree. What are you doing here, Baxter?
Hey kid, I need you to lift up this painting.
It's called The Hanged Witch. It's creepy. Oh.
It's the killer's symbol.
I think we found our answer. The ghostly version of the Bell Killer symbol is on a painting called The Hanged Witch.
Yeah? Whatever.
Why is she so mean to us? We need more clues. Wine and a creepy looking judge is just not going to cut it.
Sensate_Liv is supporting the family with 5 viewers.
Welcome, awesome Sensate viewers. So good to have you guys here. I know this is a little bit different to what you're used to. What are we focusing on? What is making those sounds? Could it be a crystal necklace or a locket necklace? It's definitely the plaque. The plaque must be making these sounds. Right, let's hear that again. Sounds more like mystical, so I'm gonna go with crystal necklace.
My apologies. It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This charade of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
My precious. Puritans considered anyone exhibiting medium-like abilities to be witches. I'm telling you, it's the crystals. You need to stay away from crystals. What are we here? List of the accused. Witch trial notebook. A notebook from the late 1600s listing those accused in the witch trials. Ah, the proverbial banhammer. Judge's Gable. The Judge's Gable. I wonder how old that is. Distress calls. There's a lot of ship-related things here. Ship's telegraph. An antique-looking ship's telegraph on a stand. Okay, so we just have 2 more clues here. And we can wrap this investigation up. So I kind of think we have the answer already. I mean, none of this relates more than the bell killer symbol on the hanged witch. I mean, that's pretty specific. But let's see if we can't get the last 2 clues. Where'd she run off to now? The cannon? Yeah, cannon's one of them. The gable is older than the bands. Antique cannon, a Civil War era cannon. And lastly, ship's navigational system. The binnacle. An antique looking brass ship's binnacle. Alright, I think we're ready to conclude our investigation. It has to be the symbol on painting. Oh, do any of these artifacts relate to the Bell Killer's case? Okay, it's the symbol. It's definitely some fine wine, you know. It's gonna be a tough one now, actually. It's definitely not a symbol. Bell Killer targets are mediums. That's definitely one of them. And what could the last one be? Puritan mediums were witches. And maybe because his targets are mediums, therefore he assumes they're witches, and he's basically killing witches. So it's like a more modern witch trial that he's conducting, albeit somewhat unorthodox. I'm gonna go with that.
So the Bell Killer is targeting mediums because he thinks they're witches? That's insane. Who do I know that's interested in mediums? Baxter.
What suspicious behavior has Baxter exhibited during this case? Well, he was in the museum, but we don't know that for sure, do we? Baxter hid the book. That's definitely one of them. Baxter looking for the girl. How about... There's nothing weird about the Academy class photo. Him in the museum, but how do we know he was in the museum? He was drinking the wine. He's a bowling champion. That's definitely suspicious. His promotion? I wouldn't say that's suspicious. So it's between the Bell Killer and Baxter in the museum. I'm gonna go with this, because, you know, game logic.
And why the hell is Baxter involved in this? He dropped the case when he was demoted.
Did you hear that sound?
Alright, found the killer's symbol. We got a suspect to look into. We're almost there.
And not one step closer to finding my mom.
Like I said, the world doesn't need another whiner.
You know what? Screw you. You don't understand.
Don't understand? My wife was murdered 3 years ago. She got to float up into the white light, and I got stuck here in this place with some bitchy teen.
Cool. Get some ice for that burn.
Your mom's been missing what? 2, 3 days? Huh? And I guarantee you we'll find her. If I fail, if we fail, I'll never get to see Julia again. Ever.
We won't fail.
I don't need a cheerleader.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know about your wife.
Yeah. Look, we need to act on the information we found. You head off to the church.
The church? Where are you going?
Baxter's our prime suspect. I need to get over to his apartment and see if I can dig up any skeletons. Probably not a good idea for a fugitive to visit a cop.
Fine, I'll meet you later.
Baxter's suspicious behavior surrounding this case points to him being a Bell Killer suspect. I need to find him. Imagine Baxter all this time. That'll definitely be interesting. And that sound that I heard just before the cutscene, it almost sounded like from Jigsaw. That dun 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 dun. Freaky ass music. That was kind of cool. And then it's like all puzzled in, Jigsaw's involved. Next thing you know, it's like a whole saw case. Oh. Okay, hold on. We need to figure out where this is pointing to. So it's apparently directly ahead? So right here? The Jigsaw DLCs here? Imagine. Okay, where is this thing now? It always confuses the hell out of me. I'm sure we'll find it. Maybe it's downstairs. Off we go! Talio! Wait, was that it? No. Like you could see things on the wall, but that's not it. Oh, more clues? Seems to be pointing to one of these walls. I don't think it's gonna be up here, is it? No, it's gonna be somewhere where there's a lot of space. Damn you. Oh! Did not expect that. Those bastards. Okay, we're gonna have to go and do some exorcism right now. Oh, it's right here. Oh shit! Fuck, sorry. Okay, there's a You'll never find us. Okay, we're good. Let's just get to that crow over there. He's looking at the crow. It's just... That's gonna be risky though. Where are we gonna... Hold on. Let's just jump up right behind him. You think he'll notice? Ooh. Did the other one notice? No, we're good. Completely oblivious to his comrades screaming. Let's distract him quickly. Is he gonna notice? Come on. You hear the crow crowing. That sounds completely dodged you. Go investigate. Go on. Is that completely normal to you? Completely unfazed. Yep. Okay, that's one down. And the last one. That made you jump. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, cool. We sorted. So there might be something on the walls. We just need to try and like see if we can find it. That symbol. That's weird. Like that dark presence. Wait, weren't these the... Yeah, these are the guys that we passed. So are we backtracking right now? I didn't realize we came all the way back. So we need to go find that symbol. Let's be vigilant detectives. So we've got a symbol here. We just know that that means something. And then this usually points a direction, like it should be here. Maybe on this wall, like you see things on the wall, but that's apparently not it. Maybe it's upstairs? Maybe it's on this wall? Like, what do you want from me? And there it is again. Seems to point down this way. maybe here? But there's nothing. On this wall? Nada. The signs mean nothing? Generally where I found the signs, I've found the things that you can like uncover on the walls. Like that little bit of lore. I'm gonna head back. I can always return here at another point if I need to. That's the cool thing about the game, it's like somewhat open world. We can return to areas. Yeah, they do, they're just not that obvious. Like there you can see more of the symbols on the wall. So let's look at this. So usually... Now I can't remember if it's towards the point or away from it, like in that direction. In which case it would be pointing to in this room, which would actually make sense considering everything that's in here. And then it would usually be on an uncluttered part of the wall, because obviously it would be taking up space. Maybe it's on the wall and I just missed it. Oh wait, hold on. No. Thought I saw something. Also, didn't we see things down here? Here we go.
This place, it puts me in touch with odd sensations centuries old. I'm trying to focus on this killer, but the echoes from these sensations keep interfering, like deaths from the past, pleading to be remembered.
Joy's mother feels spirits from Salem's history are linked to the items kept in the museum. Thanks, Joy's mom. I would never have guessed that. Okay, so here's another symbol. So I think we're in the right direction. So... if that's true, then it should be here. In this room? Or in this general vicinity? Let's see, let's follow it. So it's pointing downwards. And this is pointing over here, so on this wall, maybe? It's so messing with us right now. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. And we just need 2 more of these rocks to uncover one of the most intriguing stories. Salem's History, Museum Donor Plaque, dedicated to that nameless citizen whose generosity made the care of our town's heritage possible. We delicately restore the past to make a better future. Yeah, because like restoring the past of where people were, you know, set on fire and hanged and all those gruesome things is something you definitely want to remember. This wall seems perfect. But no, it's not on this wall. What am I missing? Okay, so this symbol is pointing this way. And we have thoroughly checked this wall. And then we've got this symbol. It's pointing to this wall. Ah, we have another symbol in here that's pointing to this wall. There we go! Haha! No one understands what horrors befall the souls they steal. What? There's a gold floaty thing. I think we've broken the game again. Are you convinced now? Did you see it? Like kind of, so it's not the arrow, it's kind of the arc. That front facing part, like points. So I follow that. And then you go here and you see another one, and then that arc is facing kind of the wall's direction, which helped us discover that. Are those tarot cards? Witch Trial History, Prayer Book. The Lord's Prayer Test. It was believed that the devil would never let one of his minions say all the words to the Christian Lord's Prayer. The accused were asked to recite it in full, and some of them, through merely forgetting some of the words, would find themselves in deep legal trouble. Oh. Book of Engravings. William Payne's Book of Colour Engravings. The costume of Great Britain shows a rotating pillory that held 4 people at once as they walked around a post, like mules at a grinding mill. I think we gathered everything from here. And we were about to leave. But we can't leave yet because we have what, 1 or 2 rocks still to find? I don't remember how many exactly. I think it was 2? So we're missing 2 rocks to uncover this story, and it's going to be in the museum. And we need to leave for the church, so before we do, let us be sure to find the last 2. We've cleared out this area. Two more. Was there one more? We'll find out soon enough. No, not the train again. I think the train has stopped. Or it's gonna screw with me as soon as I go. I don't want to leave yet. Oh, so that's that train. That was... Why are the demons that way? Like, does that mean I can actually pass through here? Don't seem to. Why is this all closed up? Wasn't there a bathroom here?
I just got a text. Did you hear something else happen just now? Something bad.
Someone told me about a murder.
Oh.
No, like this just happened. Police are all freaking out.
What happened?
I don't know. Sounds serious though.
Police aren't even safe. Can't stop thinking about the dead cop.
Aw, it's so sweet, thank you. You didn't even know me.
This whole place is bad news. Have a bad feeling about tonight.
Okay, we have 2 more.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that would get you.
2 more items. Ah, where haven't we explored fully? Here's a letter. Julia, most likely, yep. Ronan meets Rex. I was so nervous. My rogue ex-con boyfriend meets my cop brother. It's a situation that's bound to have sparks, right? But it's like they were birds of a feather. I've never seen 2 men understand each other so naturally. I think this is going to work out fine.
I wish people could read the sign. Stay polite.
Okay, where is that last thing that we need? We collected the two that were here. It's definitely not here. And that's where we came from with the trains. And there's nothing here.
Did you hear what that guy just said? Something horrible just happened at St. Benedict's.
The church? What is going on in this town tonight?
Oh man, it must be true. I think I hear something.
Okay, where is this last bit now? I really want to hear the story. Probably gonna be back, isn't it? We missed some section or something to do with the train, because I saw the... We can't pass here, and there was a bathroom here, which is weird. Now you can't. I think it's because the train is blocking it off. And there are demons there now. Oh wait, here's the bathrooms. Never mind. But we already collected the item that was here. What happens if you didn't get to the other side? Like, are you screwed then? Wait, what? Did we just lock ourselves out now? Isn't that the way we came? Was there another side to the train tracks? So confused. Ah, did you look at that? How would I have known this is here? Would I have? Damn, I was lucky we saw that. Witch trial history 8 of 9. Witchcraft superstition plaque. Persecution of witches was not common in Europe between the fall of Rome and the Protestant Reformation. Numerous laws explicitly forbade condemning people as witches or burning people for witchcraft. This stemmed from the notion that the very belief in witchcraft was superstitious. Train station memorial plaque. Once the mighty iron trains charged forth on rails housed in this building. Now, this place has been transformed into a monument to our town's past, carrying history forward on the rails of our memories.
What made us derail that day? I always wonder. What made us derail that day? I always wonder.
And this is the final plaque? No. Dunking a gossip. Those convicted of gossiping sometimes paid their penance via the dunking stool. Now, it can be nice if we brought that back now, you know? So much gossip happening nowadays. Oh, you gossip? Take a dunking. Is this our final one? One more! No! So it was two. Please tell me this final one is somewhere here, and not be something ridiculous. Where is our final... Why, hello there. Okay, so we need one more stone. I'm sure we can find it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be in this room. They wouldn't put two. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's back where we were.
I wonder how long they left people underwater.
Long enough to be mighty uncomfortable, I suppose.
Ah, here we go. So what's weird now is that there's like that demonic presence over there. Does that like symbolize we can get there? That we need to get there? So that's something to keep an eye out for. We can't pass here, obviously. One more rock, guys. Just one more. Can hear it now. It's below us. Don't tell me I have to do something stupid like teleport out or something. Okay, where is this rock? We sure we got it? We got everything in here. This game is known to be sneaky when it comes to the final one. I can't get through here. Can't get through here. I can get through here. Sorry if it's hiding in a corner somewhere. We have literally inspected every part of this. It's definitely not up here. Yeah, it's definitely not in this room at least. Damn it! I'm missing. I'm missing something. Can't be that hard. And I swear, if it's outside and not in the museum. Okay, so we sure it's not up here. Hold on. Yeah. So we sure it's not up here. Because I have checked every single location now. So it can't be up here. Something to do with those demons down there. Means I can't walk through here and I can't teleport through here. What's been going on is I've been trying to find where the last story point is. And the game has not made it easy. Wait, can I go through here? I can't. I'm like one away from completing the story. And the game's just like, nope. I'm trying to figure out where it would be. Check the... Pretty sure it's between somewhere here. Why would the demons be here? Now this train's in the way. I wonder if we missed the chance. Because the train was constantly moving and now it stopped moving. Like imagine, it is down here but we missed the chance to get it. Because we completed the quest line. That's the only logical thing I can think of right now. Wow, how do we get... Wait. See this area down there? Can we somehow get around? Let's see. Hold on. Right, this is the bathroom area where we did get one of them, and there's one on the other side of the train as well. Can't be that. Can we go around more still? Oh, we can't. Yeah, so this last collectible is being an absolute pain. This is really sad. And oh! Yes! We did it! What?! So this was a room that you can go in. Only notice now. Janitor's office. God damn the janitor. Some more of Julia's thoughts. A museum date. Went to the history museum with Ronan again. He's not much of a history buff, but he knows I am, and he is so sweet to come with me. Ominous as it may be, I love that this little town has so much gravitas to it. That people have lived here for centuries. That helps me feel rooted to this place. And the final one! Yes! So well deserved. But first, let me read this plaque. Baker and the stocks. Being a dishonest baker was one of the many offences liable to result in the public shaming and torture of the stocks. Anything else in here before we listen to this? Hope you guys are ready for another chilling tale. Here we go. Terror on the tracks.
My husband and I stepped off the platform and onto the giant hissing locomotive. I remember looking back at our small town and thinking of all the happy memories we made there. But I was excited to start our new life in Salem. I must have dozed off because I was startled awake by the sound of screeching metal. And as the train came to a halt, all I could hear was the torrential rain pelting against the roof. I looked out the window. There was only darkness. Then came the brightest flash of lightning I had ever seen. When my husband left to inquire about the delay, a woman in the back of the train started screaming. We rushed over to her and asked her what was wrong, but all she could manage to say through her sobs was something about seeing the spirits of the dead wandering in the rain. Stranger still were the passengers that were suddenly stricken with the painful memories of their past. It was at this point that I became truly terrified, so I set out to find Joe. When I reached the cab and still hadn't found him, I was worried. I looked out the front window and saw the train's conductor laboring to move a downed tree from the tracks. And there was Joe, walking up to help. However, instead of grabbing hold of the tree, Joe bent down, picked up a rock, and crushed the conductor's skull with it. When I left the train and ran up to him, I could see that this wasn't the Joe I once knew. Something had taken hold of him, something angry. Then he saw something that terrified him. He dropped the rock and ran off into the woods. However, right before he disappeared into the trees, during a bright flash of lightning, I thought I saw something chasing him, hunting him. I can only describe it as a ghostly specter, cloaked in black. But more likely than not, it was just a shadow. The authorities spent days combing the woods for Joe, but he never turned up. I tried to go back home, but the memories were too painful. Some nights I lie in bed, tortured by the thoughts of what our life could have been if we had never stepped onto that train.
Sure, okay. Wonder if that was a bell killer chasing our Joe. He was definitely possessed, huh? Yay, so we can leave the museum, having fully completed it. Ah, Rex. No?
Why the hurry, boys? Where you headed? Oh, no, no.
We know who we sent to the church. Something to do with the bell killer, huh? Damn it. Dead end. Wait, what? The church is that way? So, go this way? Yeah, there we are. Have anything new to say?
I wish ghosts were real and we could just talk to them.
Oh.
Cops and criminals get used to red and blue flashing lights. Even after you get numb to them, sometimes they still chill your bones. You can get that feeling that this time, they mean something personal. Thank God you're okay. No, Joy, don't! Damn it!
Lieutenant, caught her sneaking up the side staircase. Says she's a friend of the priest.
Where's Father Macaulay? Is he alright?
Just put her in my car. I want to interview her myself. Can somebody remind Broyles that the door's not going to watch itself?
Yes, sir.
It's a simple question, please!
Take it easy on her.
Hey, anybody find Baxter yet?
Nope. Went to the station, drove by his place, nothing. You know, there's definitely something wrong here.
I mean, honestly, have you ever seen anything like this?
Half this stuff feels like a goddamn riddle.
I don't know. It just seems so demented.
Demented? I gotta find this crime scene before they cart away all the evidence.
Right, so we need to find out what happened at the church. Joy and Iris are at the church. I need to make sure they're okay. I think this is a perfect time for us to end off here. Something we can pick off next week. And the police can't seem to find Baxter. The police have been trying to find Baxter, but can't. That's strange in the middle of a murder investigation. So many questions. Could Baxter be the Bell Killer murderer? And what is this crime scene they speak of? Apparently it is... Oh, okay. Well, these are all questions that we're gonna have to answer next week in part 5 of our Whiplash Wednesday streams. So thanks to everyone who managed to drop by. I really appreciate it as always, and I'm really excited to see the thrilling conclusion to this. Who the killer is, what's up with Baxter, why we were taken out, and what the whole connection is with the mediums. I'm gonna end off for here. And hopefully guys, we'll see you around for Friday's stream. We have some more Alien Isolation, really looking forward to that. And of course, next Wednesday, we're going to be returning to the beautiful town of Salem. Well, hope you guys have an incredible day or evening further, and I'll catch you around next stream. Bye for now.